Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Hedera hashgraph price prediction. Can HBAR reach $10 this year? Well, I'm always interested when I see this kind of thing. I'm never someone who's going to give you just a random price prediction myself because I'm not a chart analyst and I don't pretend to know where prices can go. However, if there's one thing that I will say is that I do believe HBAR will be very valuable in the future. How near or far that future is, I'm not sure. But I definitely think HBAR is one of the safer bets in the crypto space, let's say. So let me just, before I even get into the article, do I think this is possible? Well, I'll say this. Right now, being realistic, yeah, we're in a bear market. The general economic climate is just a shambles, okay? So I'm not sure if we're going to get out of the bear market this year at the moment. So I think that's the first thing that we've got to worry about, right? Because unfortunately, crypto does follow the stock market and we are just generally struggling right now. So I think that's something that we've got to overcome before we generally see, the bull market return. And unfortunately, altcoins are tied to Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin's performance will also affect altcoins' performance at the moment. Now, we do know there's a thing called the Bitcoin dominance, and if that slides off, that's generally when, alt season happens, okay? So, Bitcoin's dominance falls, and then altcoins just take off and have their alt season, and just lots of altcoins just blow up. They just have insane rallies, basically. So I think the first question we have to say is it's not necessarily about HBAR itself. It's about the crypto market and the stock market, right? And the economic climate. I think those are the big catalysts at the moment that we've got to start to deal with before we start to see positive price action. And until then, there's only so much HBAR can rise with this kind of suppression, right? Because if this was a bull market, then yes, okay, don't get me wrong, it's the complete opposite. It's euphoria. So it might be a bit of an overinflation of its value because everybody's just in euphoria and they're just in, buying frenzy. But right now we're in the scale of everybody's in the bear market mode. Everybody's fearful. The easiest thing can just trigger mass sell-offs because, the retail investors panic sell. And, in this kind of climate, even if some big news does happen for Hedera, it may not be able to get its true reflection of value because of the bear market. So it can't really get to its true price potential. So I think if we can get through these catalysts in terms of the economic climate, and the current bear market that we're in, then I see no reason as to why there aren't possibilities like this, but I do think those are the things that we've got to look out for first, personally. So let's get into the article and then we can just discuss this a bit further. So I'll skip this part because we want to get to the meaty part, right, in regards to the price prediction. So HBAR's technicals support the suspicion that the coin is currently enjoying a strong rally at the moment. Its relative strength index, in brackets says purple, has jumped to 70 in the past day, indicating substantial buying momentum. Likewise, the coin's 30-day moving average, in brackets red, has surged in the last few days, rising above its 200-day, brackets blue. This indicates a breakout rally that could continue for a little while longer yet. A key resistance level to watch here is 0.088. HBAR has attempted to breach this ceiling in the past few hours, with each attempt resulting in it coming back down. However, if it can break through 0.088, HBAR will likely continue towards 0.09 and beyond. Just to let you know, the red, blue and purple that was mentioned in brackets, that's just in regards to a chart. So I've kind of gone past that now, but if you do want to see it, just go back in time on the video and just pause it and you'll be able to see the chart, okay? As noted above, HBAR is doing well because of the significant progress its native platform Hedera Hashgraph has made in recent weeks. In particular, today's rally has its roots in the February 7th announcement that computing giant Dell would be joining Hedera's governing body, with a particular focus on using Hedera for research into edge computing, in brackets a branch of the Internet of Things computing. The announcement sparked a big jump for HBAR, and since then, the altcoin has been given extra momentum by news of Hedera's ongoing development and adoption. Most notably, yesterday saw the network celebrate having processed 4 billion transactions. What's impressive is that it passed 3 billion transactions less than a month ago, something which indicates just how quickly the network is growing right now. Such a transaction count can be put into perspective by comparing Hedera's data with that of a rival proof-of-stake Layer 1 network, such as Cardano. What the table below shows is that along many dimensions, Hedera is outstripping even its most advanced rivals. And there's a quick chart if you want to pause that and have a look. Such a favourable contrast highlights why companies like Dell are involving themselves in Hedera's development and evolution. It also highlights why Hedera's total value locked in, a measure of the value stored on its apps, has increased so impressively in recent weeks. In fact, DeFi Llama data reveals that its TVL, brackets at 43.76 million, has risen by 87% since January 1st and by 200% since the middle of August. Again, this points to Hedera Hashgraph as one of the fastest growing Layer 1 networks in the crypto ecosystem. Based on such, it's reasonable to assume that HBAR is due some substantial rallies this year. Its most immediate target will be 0.01, but from there it could rise much higher. Interestingly, analysis by the crypto exchange Changelly has suggested an average trading price for HBAR this year of 0.13 cents. This would entail a 50% increase from its current level, although some HBAR supporters are expecting even bigger gains. Okay, so definitely interesting. And if you listen to some of the information there, in regards to it being one of the fastest growing ecosystems, that's clearly showing you just how big HBAR is in the crypto space, right? It sounds like it's dominating. There's a chart there that you can see that shows how it's basically outperforming Cardano. So you can clearly see how strong and impressive of a network this is. And this is why I say I can't see why it wouldn't be a strong performer in the future. I think, they've got the right kind of companies that are working with them. Their hashgraph is a very unique technology, even to the blockchain, and even the blockchain is still new and unique technology. So, you've got the blockchain that's just come through, and then you've even got the hashgraph that's even newer. So, I just feel that HBAR definitely have a lot of strong use cases that to me would show that they have the right positioning to do well in the future. And I think that will, ultimately reflect in price as well. So do I think, again, is this possible? I do think there's going to be other factors at play. I don't think it will just come down to the impact of just HBAR alone and Hedera. I'll just give you a quick example. XRP, we're currently awaiting a decision on the Ripple versus SEC case, right? Let's just say the court case is favorable for XRP. Even though I believe that will cause a rally for XRP, if we was in a bull market, I believe the rally would be way much stronger than what it would be in the current climate, because we're in a bear market right now. So I do feel like it will suppress the true price potential. I don't think it will get as high. And that's what I mean in regards to Hedera as well. They could do some amazing things, and I think it will boost the price up, but it may not get as high as it should because we're in a bear market. But, as the markets do start to slowly, recover and, bull territory starts to come back in play, yeah. Do I think these kind of things are possible in terms of, trying to reach some of these figures? Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't rule anything out, because with crypto, we see this is what crypto is about, and that's why most people are invested, not necessarily, not just price. Obviously, you're interested in the cryptos and whatnot that you support, but, in terms of price, we've seen how insane the price potentials can be, the multiplier effects on them when they really go off. So, it wouldn't surprise me to see that kind of thing. It would be a huge jump up. So, I don't know if it'll just happen within the next bull market or anything like that. But, I've seen crazy things in crypto. So this wouldn't necessarily shock me, to be honest, if we was in a bull market. So very interesting to see. And that's something to keep our eyes on now, right? $10 by the end of the year. Is it possible? Let's keep our eyes peeled and see how things go. It'll be interesting to see. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is possible? Do you think it's not possible? Do you think that's a bit of a reach? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.